How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more Brawl here in MTD Arena. Today, we are playing a giant tribal deck. We got another Elder Giant a while back, but I think I played it too, like some giant tribal, but I don't know, I felt like the ish for it again. And with Duskmorn not having as many cards left, uh, I thought now would be a good time. I think it is fun, but not quite cohesive yet archetype for creatures. We have a lot of giants. Like, the tribe is not lacking in members. It's mainly lacking in um, cards that care about giants, right? And there are a couple of cards that pseudo care about giants, or at least like mention giants. We're gonna see if we can get a green source. Yeah, just so that we can double up. Although we might have gotten a red source. An argument for that, but we have another one, another go. Uh, because our deck doesn't have a lot of cohesion, because there aren't many like giant synergy cards. We're running the tree, the prismatic bridge as our commander because it's just so incredibly efficient at what it does. View battlefield. So I have white, blue, green, red. Double black source. So green and black. I got green and red. And I would have had double red for Tectonic Giant, but I don't think it matters too much. We'll be able to bridge next turn anyways. It's a matter of whether or not our opponent can actually interact with it. That is more of the issue. Hmm. And I mean, if they leave up 5 mana, they're telegraphing hard that they can actually interact. That said, like, they might just not have anything to do. Like, it is possible. That is a risk assessment bluff that we have to consider. Okay. Interesting. Rift is good. We have to pay for Ristic Study every time. Ooh. This is Mastering. That is a really good card advantage engine. But it's also wildly dangerous. Like, if they don't have a counterspell, they just lose. This turn. Neat. Um... Where did it go? Did we shuffle it away? We did. Never mind. This one? Hmm. We'll draw a card for this. But then we will remove their commander that draws 4 cards every turn. I feel like that's probably going to be important for our long term. I say that this is gone disastrous because if our bridge shuffled away our Cyclonic Rift, and if it hadn't, we would have just won the game. Kind of sucks, but we did not have the precognition to imagine a world where our opponent opened themselves out to an immediate blowout and instead focused on making our own game plan work. Holy cow. One of the non-giants, he's good enough to make the cut, so yeah, that's kind of neat, isn't it? I wouldn't bother countering anything that I do opponent because, like, at this point, I don't know if you can actually stop it. Unfortunately, my attackers are not giants at the moment. Okay, great. I'm running out of red mana. Also not great. Kroxa can go. He's a good boy, but kind of useless for me at the moment. Go again. I will take that. Um, 18 green mana. Let's. We can't kill that. It was very rude opponent. Graveyard. Graveyard. Library is going to get shuffled away. We dug too greedily, and it cost us. But we did fill up our bin, and our opponent, when they wrath this turn, which they obviously should, will fill up our bin even more. Rude opponent. You don't want to do anything else. I can guarantee you that much. So next turn we revive the boy. We'll see what we get off bridge. Like getting an exclamation off a bridge was very, very lucky. So we might like luck out again. One to the bottom. Neat. Uh, I'll let him draw this one. Just so that I have uh, choose 5 cards. Alright, so we want to return Blah, 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 blah. And this means we can get back our Nyx Ancient. And we'll swing at our opponent again. Make the exile happen. Like, they can win the game if they just play a Shieldred. So we do need to be cautious. We cannot play around. Oh, our basics are gone. Graveyard. Yeah, one Shieldred does it. One Shieldred and a card draw. Because then they draw out. And that's really, really bad. But it looks like they didn't have it. Or at least they don't have it yet. Well, that's Big Wonder. They give me the worst thing. Which is probably Tectonic Giant. No, no. Counting on me not playing another green creature, which... I don't know. I feel like I might play another green creature. Could happen. They are assembling. And I don't have a counterspell in this deck. I have Farewell, probably. Oh. Now I wonder if it's better to just escape Phage instead of Burrow. That might be the case, unfortunately. Uh, yeah, I mean, I guess. We're not going to turn on... We're not going to turn on Nylea with... So this card, this one card here, library. It'll shuffle in again, but we kind of have to let it shuffle in. Is this the combo? Have we got there, opponent? We're running out of card advantage to make this happen. Top, okay, well that's a good sign. Yikes. What is it? Teferi? I don't care about Teferi. Aurora is probably the best bet for my opponent, even though it doesn't give him the most value. Like having a good blocker would do a lot to keep Phage from wrecking shop. Nick Bloom Ancient, okay, greed play. Gotta respect it. Uh, but like my Uro's online now. If they had picked Uro, they would have drawn 4 cards. And with those 4 cards, they probably would have drawn an answer to Phage. Which I guess they tried to hit off of the Casmina. But like no, you're Jace the Mind Sculptor, my god. Um I thought Casmina looked a little different. It was the red hair that was throwing me off. Uh, Jace, he's got the stock standard anime protagonist hair and look to him, and that is, very default. And Fox, that's about it. This has been a very long game. It probably will be the only game in this video, unfortunately. That's one of the problems with high-powered Brawl. Uh, like, if things go according to plan, they kind of just keep going. Disgusting. Regrowth one time. Boo! Yikes. Not you. You. Prime time, you can stay. We actually had to play this, I think. It does turn off our attack this turn, but it also means that our opponent's kinda sad. No attack. Now we get back our Phage, who does something she should have done in the beginning. Kill the Wanderer so that the Wanderer does not make us sad again. Back into the bin, Phage. Alright, that's a way to not lose from Lich's mastery. In theory. I mean, Phage does come down and kill it immediately. Move this to the beginning of the controller's next turn. Drawing more cards. Like, this could be the turn. We could hit the Shieldred. And that would be it. Are we done, opponent? It looks like our opponent does not want to be done. Okay. 10? Where is the Shieldred, opponent? Are we going to cast it? I mean, I wouldn't bother. They've already phased out the Quake Stomp, Quake Bringer, and like, I mean, that's kind of the problem. We're being fair. And all our opponent really does by casting it is put themselves at a disadvantage. I mean, they still have to discard 5 cards. Grasp of Fate. There goes my bridge. I think I can keep the top of my library, whatever it is. Man, I do miss long games like this. Even when they don't really go your way. They're just a lot of fun because you have a back and forth play. The the games where your opponent plays their broken commander and then it's just over. Those ones are not great. Your instant choose a card at random. They only have 4 lands left in their deck, or they chose not to do a 5th. Odd choices, odd choices. Damage each opponent. We gotta start off with some damage. Do the thing, opponent. 6, 7. Oh, Ruinous Ultimatum. Opponent, do you have any thoughts about this? You're gonna have to have some thought about it. Time for me. Uh, Decline, I suppose. Huh. What's my devotion? 3? Not good enough. The negate. Hmm. We might lost. We went for greed, and it didn't pay off. And now our opponent still has 4 mana to answer us. GG. That's too much. Our opponent had 22 cards left. Like, the combo is next turn. It is unavoidably so. So we'll call it GG. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.